I'm here with my friend Cherene Francis, and Cherene is a phenomenal branding coach. She is a TV star, has her own TV show, an interview talk show. So I met Cherene through LinkedIn, and therefore she became my LinkedIn client using my LinkedIn lead generation system. So welcome, Cherene Francis. Hi, Cherene.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Always doing good. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah. I've been on the phone with a lot of your associates recently, and they just have so many wonderful things to say about you. I mean, people are just almost gushing when they talk about you. So I'm very excited to have you on the show, and very honored and privileged to have you as my friend and my client. Tell me about your business, what you do exactly, and we can go from there.
Awesome. So I work with service professionals, sales consultants, coaches, speakers, authors, basically anyone that's the face of their small business. And I help them generate more clients, sales, and opportunities through personal branding and marketing. And so really what that is how do I position myself so I am perceived as being the expert that's able to deliver results and provide exceptional value. And how do I continue to engage my target audience through content marketing, and through speaking, through workshops, through education, entertainment, whatever it might be. The whole idea is staying in front of your target audience and continue to keep them engaged so that you can, one, sell to them in that present moment and or sell to them when they're ready in that buying cycle. So that's what I help people do.
Right, absolutely. But then on top of that also, you have this phenomenal TV interview talk show. Tell me more about that also.
Yeah, so the purpose of it's a two-way purpose with the TV show. One, the professionals, the entrepreneurial community is one that's dear to my heart, and so I love featuring content that shows how other business owners are having success in their business. So we look into their motivation, the inspiration, and the drive behind all of their successes. And so this also is a way for those people, those guests that are on my show, to share that with people and share their story and their products and services as well. So I'm really passionate about content, engaging, inspiring content. So this is also my way of providing content that puts me in front of people and brands and markets myself. But then it's also a way that my guests can brand and market themselves through this medium of television and video.
That's great. And we met through my LinkedIn lead generation system. And so I know you're using a lot of different ways to find clients and communicate with people on the internet through social media, but you weren't really leveraging LinkedIn. So tell me, when we met on LinkedIn, what was your goal for using my kind of service?
Right. So you know what? I knew that LinkedIn was an untapped market for me because I had just probably about a month prior to you reaching out to me, I had acquired a client, and it was a cold prospect. Never met this person in my life, but they saw me post on LinkedIn and contacted me. We booked a call, and then we started working together. And the very fact that that happened so easily and effortlessly, I knew that there had to be some more on LinkedIn. And so when you called, you piqued my interest on the possibilities, and I jumped right in because I knew that I had made money from LinkedIn before.
Yeah, and it really is untapped market, isn't it? Isn't it phenomenal how many people, it's like having the biggest and best ongoing networking event happening 24/7 with over 550 million people plus on the whole world. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread.
That's right. So it's been great. I'm so glad. it's kind of like, as you said, you're in this you're networking with the world, people that you wouldn't normally get to see. You get the opportunity to meet those people. And it's as simple as reaching out and saying hello. I went for lunch with somebody that was in the media industry that gave me really great tips on my business. We had a great lunch, and now we're supporting each other. So it's just things like that are great with the type of LinkedIn work that we're doing together.
And you met that person through LinkedIn?
Yes. So again, I would have never connected with them otherwise.
Right.
And we connected through LinkedIn. So,
so tell me your experience as far as that goes, because my experience has been that people will talk to me on LinkedIn if I sent them a cold email or a cold telephone call, they would never get back to me. Tell me your experience about that also. Are you finding that people are much more apt to communicate with you and talk to you when you maybe have reached out to people, maybe not that person, but that industry, on cold email, Facebook, cold phone call? Is LinkedIn different in how?
Yeah, so I mean, with an email, I think with the LinkedIn profile, people are seeing a lot more. They're seeing, they see my picture, they see videos I've done, they've seen content, so they know I'm a legitimate person, versus, sometimes there's email scrapers that you can get a list of people and then do mass mailings, but they have no idea who they're getting this message from. So I think on LinkedIn what happens is when people get a message, I know from my perspective, if the message that they send is intriguing or piques my interest, or has a headline of what they do that's interesting to me, I'll click, and before I respond, I usually look at the profile, and if it looks legitimate, like a great person that I'd like to connect with, I accept the request. And it's just like a networking event. You never know who is who, who's connected to who. So you stay open-minded with that, and it's easier to just get on a 15-minute call than it is to drive, find parking, have boring conversations.
Yeah, with people
right?
who have absolutely no interest in
exactly.
Really, they're just kind of like, let's have a coffee together, and you go, you go to yourself, like, why did I even waste my hour, 2 hours driving there, talking to them, driving back with, could have been a 15-minute phone call instead. So
exactly. So it's been great. It's kind of like a networking blitz, but with meaning, right? You're connecting with the intention of seeing where you both can support each other in business. So it's great.
Absolutely. And now that you know what my kind of program can do for business people, would you recommend it to other people?
Absolutely. Alan, I've connected you to someone that I really think you can help. But anyone really that is looking to reach out to professionals, I reach out to the business community because that's who I serve. But there are career professionals on here. There are areas where you can have job opportunities on here. There are people that I have reached out to me for larger contracts. So I think people are really doing a disservice if they're not on LinkedIn. I think it's one of the easiest ways to get connected to those that can put you in touch with the right people and or directly solve the need that you're looking for, or directly get the client or business that you're looking for, because they're right there. You don't have to make a whole bunch of calls and etc. There are people as well that I notice that they're connected to someone that I need to be connected to. And so they will give me an introduction. I'll have a 10-minute call with them, and I'll say, hey, by the way, I noticed that you're connected to this person on LinkedIn. I think they would give me insight into XYZ. Do you mind connecting us? And that way it's not a cold connection. And so it's been beneficial in that way, a lot more than just getting business for me. It's also like kind of like a big phone book, Rolodex of people that are, just arm's length away. So it was good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
And just one more thing about the system I gave you. Um, a lot of people have told me, and maybe you can comment on this also, is because there are so many people on LinkedIn, do you think you will ever run out of leads on LinkedIn with my system?
Oh my goodness. So I haven't even tapped, other than not even reaching everyone that I need to reach with an initial contact. Even if they are not getting a response with the initial contact, there's following up. We know in business that you need to follow up 7 to 14 times, right? So when I think about all the people that are on LinkedIn that I only made one contact with, there's still
Right.
those other opportunities for me to reach out to them. And so, and then it's a rotation. So people come in, new people are joining LinkedIn every day.
Yeah.
It's just vast with the amount. Some people aren't ready yet. Some people are shifting careers. You know, the world is turning, so you have to expect everything to turn with it, right? So you never really can, that's a mindset. You have to know that there's always going to be, there's not going to be a day where the world stops. Opportunities are coming and going. So I think that there's the right time is always now to just try it out and see how it works for you.
Great. Well, I'm going to show
And
them.
I just want to say though, Alan, what I enjoy, like I'm a marketer myself, right? And the question could be like, why did I hire a LinkedIn marketer when I'm a marketer myself? And to be honest, I enjoyed the process because I didn't have to think about the strategy that works on LinkedIn. You just kind of told me this works, this doesn't work, do this. And it took the headache of having to figure everything out. So I just want to say that it was really, it gave me a peace of mind by working with a LinkedIn marketer. Because I could have done this by myself, but you already have more insight, so.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, the same thing for me. You know, when I want to do something properly, I'll pay the money.
Yeah.
I'm not, for, like say, doing my car or my air conditioner. I want to make sure I have the professional doing that for me. Otherwise, might blow up afterwards. So, tell them your website address. What's your website address?
What was that?
What's your website address?
My website address is CHERENE Francis, FRANCIS. So ChereneFrancis.com.
I'm going to put it up on the screen here afterwards at the very end. Thank you so much for joining me today. I sure appreciate it. You're a wonderful person once again. I feel blessed and privileged to know you and to have you in my life. So
thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you for being here. I look forward to talking to you later on, all right?
Thanks, Alan. You too.
Okay.